can't beat us, join us. Please bring your coinage. We sing 3-pointers, money shots all net, all vets. Bums we not, jet skiing in them sunny spots. With women edible like gummy drops. Dummy stop, dummy stop. No weapon form can intercept the storm. Once my intellect is on, I'm projecting on magnetic fields and interact with blacks with athletic bills. I'm all about growth and development like residents of Ebbets Fields. Not to choose between woo and chew. We wanna line them colors up like a Rubik's Cube and fade to black, yeah, the truest hue. When you say the black man is God, who you alluded to? The usual Clarence 13X, a worthy guess. The words expressed come from the word in flesh. Elijah M, the NOI versus Leviathan. Messiah sent from the heavenly branches. 7 P's from since G-Dub cut down a cherry tree in the wilderness of North Mex. And we flossing death and forced aggression, or forced perception, forced protection, or forced confessions. It's all a lesson.
The sorcerers from Corsica, killer tonics, sticks and drums like the Philharmonic Orchestra. You niggas still playing harmonicas from officers, fabric softener. Jive turkeys popping 5 perkies, playing with keys, the Scotch Storch type. For that soft white, we could've caught life, just being forthright. First class on my 4th flight, popping out like Fortnite. Every night we lit like Porsche lights. The meek shall inherit the earth, oh yeah, the scorched type. And these niggas, they some hoes in these streets. Me, I'm 10 toes in these streets. They lost their souls, niggas got holes in their feet. Shit, I'm just worried about the craft and how to perfect it. Not worried about the craft, yeah, that's out of perspectives. Focus on the chip like I'm Robert Kraft, and then how to protect it. It's the waves of the oceans. Get to the money, nigga, save your emotion. Descended of the slaves in the graves in the oceans. Mastermind that the waves is in motions. These niggas, they addicted to the folly, addicted to that molly. Making me a movie, them sticks made of holly. I'm Dr. Manhattan, sitting on top of Manhattan. When I get all 5 rings, snap my fingers and pop up on satin. Dressed in all black, yeah, drop top the Phantom best.
TV.
Peace to the family, peace to you and yours. Peace to the family, peace to you and yours. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another episode of Techno Tuesdays. You are now rocking with the best. Yes, this is your host for the evening, Brother Red Pillar, here with the brother Spin City, none other than our good brother Spin City, live from Spin City headquarters. What's goody?
What's going on with the family, man? Am I cutting me see? Okay, make sure my mic is coming through. Definitely, man. Peace to the family, man. Peace to you. Peace to yours, man. It's another wonderful Tuesday here, man, on KTL. Don't get no better, you know what I'm saying? When you know the lids and you tech know the lids. You know what I'm talking about?
That part. You're a little blurry. I don't know if it's my computer or not. I'm gonna ask the family.
You gotta put some
coming
grease
through.
Oh yeah.
Is he blurry, or is it coming through sharp? It could just be my computer though. You know.
Or I got my greasy hands on my own goddamn screen.
All right. Okay. The Goats Academy said I got my Mac Mini running.
Oh, come on.
Woo! I don't think people understand the drama of putting together that open claw, and when you see a heartbeat, you know what I mean? It's almost like it's a eureka moment. Because boy, oh boy, that was one of the hardest jobs that I ever did, was to bring that damn thing to life. That turned me into a mini coder. I've turned into a mini nerd overnight. But once you do it, then it's done. You know?
Real way, man.
Yeah, shout out to the God. Shout out to everybody that's out there taking full advantage of this digital revolution that's taking place. Keep in mind, you're not gonna hear about it on the news. You're not gonna hear about it they're not gonna talk about it. They talking about everything else, but the revolution is going on. But go and look at the stock market. Don't take my word for it. Go look at the stock market. They had the best day this year and whatnot. Tech went through the roof. So, you know, they talking about the war is gonna come to an end. I think America got to take that L and whatnot, a little black eye here and there. It's all good, but yeah, stocks is the market is back. You know what I'm saying? And it's on and popping. And I don't know what the future holds as we move forward, but what I do know is today is a blurred holiday, ladies and gentlemen. Today is a blurred holiday. Anthropic, which is the number one AI company in the world, they just leaked their code for their highest quote unquote performing model, which is which is Claude quote unquote code. All
Mm.
right. So I don't know if people really understand how monumental that is, but I'm gonna just pull up an article real quick and we're gonna talk about it. So the source code, ladies and gentlemen, the source
That's
code
crazy.
for Claude just leaked. And if you're not familiar with the source code, all right, hold on 1 minute.
Let me look at this real quick. He said, "Hold on, y'all." But yeah, this is gonna be major right here. Hope y'all are able to comprehend and understand. You know what I mean? When you're able to get these type of files, when you're able to get this level of code and implementation, y'all,
Right,
for you to implement this into your systems. Go ahead.
right. Nah, you right on point. The reason why it's a blurred holiday is because, ladies and gentlemen, this code, this source code is open to the public. It's on GitHub right now. It
Yeah,
is their flagship model. Okay, super powerful. You could build damn near anything that you can think of, and it's free and it's open and it's available to anybody who knows what to do with it. The
yeah,
only thing that's going to separate us from them is that we got to understand the technology, because we'll be missing a lot of layups if we don't understand what the game is and how it's played. um this could be life changing for somebody if they know what to do with this.
right.
What's going to happen eventually is a developer is going to fork it, and they're going to use the code, and they're basically going to reverse engineer it and build something either uncensored, or something even more powerful. Not only did Claude Code or get leaked, but some of their future projects also got leaked. Coincidentally enough, one of their new projects is called Kairos. And I remember sharing with the fam, I had a Kairos moment one day.
Mm,
Um, a Kairos moment is basically where time freezes when something magnificent happens in your life. So when I saw my son being born, coincidentally enough, April 2nd, 2020, a few days from now,
mm.
I had a moment where it's just like it was like it's hard to explain it, but I looked it up and it's called a Kairos moment. So they name their model Kairos, and then they have another one named Mythos.
Yeah.
So these people are literally playing the metaphysical occult game right in our face. Um,
That's what I've been saying, bro. Nobody don't cut you, but I've been saying that for a while. Isn't technology has to be the language of the gods, and it's for us to go and get some control, because the more we know, the less we fear, and the more that we open our eyes and open our minds to what the true language was. Look who we're letting get to it first and represent.
Exactly. Exactly. And kudos to you, Spin. Kudos to everybody that's in this space for helping our people with these glossary of terms and whatnot throughout our 54 episodes. Open source.
Yeah,
There's so many words that people have become aware of in this new lexicon. And truly, it's really the words, right? When you think
yeah,
about it, Spin, like you're big on coding and whatnot. You've been knee deep in that world, and you've been knocking out all of these projects and whatnot. Um, could we talk about how the wording or the verbiage kind of throws people off But when it all breaks down, it's really something that everybody could somewhat understand.
Yeah, definitely, because it's all a language.
Right.
Like the same way we can learn Spanish, the same way we can learn Mandarin, the same way we can continue to learn and mold English, right? How do you get new words in the dictionary? It's because society says it a lot.
Right.
You know?
And they add it to
look,
the lexicon.
And then they add. So once you learn the language, just go learn and look into this node.js thing. What is this language? What is this Python? What is this HTML? What is CSS? And what are these different coding languages? What do they do? What do they, what part of the computer does it service? We think of humans and we think, oh yeah, we have, neurotransmitters, right? And some folks, when you don't know something, your neurotransmitters have not made the connection. Like if somebody doesn't know fire is hot, let's just use a real simple,
right?
They say the cavemen, right? They say, right. Old folks, a flame came up. Oh man, oh. So everyone's brain at the time is just going like this, and if somebody touches it, and we're like, boy, what the hell is that?
Right. That's synapses. That's synapses. Right. That bridge has now been built in your neural network. That synapses has now connected. So the trauma of the pain of that fire is an indicator to now when you see that fire, you might remember that trauma. You're going to remember that. Oh, no touch. That burns.
And then no touch, right? So boom, we have the one to no touch is hot. Now that we understand touch and fire, neurotransmitters are going to go on to what can put this fire out. Water, boom. That's a connection in the same language. We're all talking about touch and fire at this moment, but look at the context that can go in. Let me make sure this is hold on. We make sure the context of don't touch it, it burns is happening. And then how do we put it out? Water. Is there any other way to put it out? Wind. Is there any other way to put it out? Sand. Right? Look how you're making connections in the same language of fire touching. So now coding, languages. Once you learn what your Python is going to do, you'll know how to build and how to read in between the brackets and parentheses, etc., etc. You'll start to, the reason why we can manipulate the English language and even come up with our own new words. I'm from the Bay Area. We come up with a lot of jargon, you know what I mean? A lot of different things to say, kind of on the fly, just because people will take life and then make a connection and make a word like, yeah, I'm talking about, you understand me? Like language. You knew I said, you understand me. I did not have to say, do you understand me? I said, you understand me? You know what I'm saying? On some Oakland shit, on some Keys and Spin type shit, you understand me? Peace to the family. Peace to the family. Right, you can break that down in so many different, like peace, like a piece of candy. Oh, do we peace, peacefulness to the family? Like, is it family? Is it an individual? Is the reason why we all can mold the language and understand the language is because we've made all those connections. So now connecting computer language and computer learning, machine learning, when human learning, will start to be able to speak the code, know the code.
Right.
So basically connecting the words, and then you'll be able to manipulate the same language in all kind of ways. So we'll talk about the vibe coding, flow coding. I call it flow because I would recommend everyone to go into a state of flow. Into flow state. I wouldn't sit up here and talk to any code building large language model, like just chilling, smoke a little bit. Yeah, Claude, just make new Amentia, automated autopilot, and I'm just chilling. I'm not really watching what it's saying back. I'm just chilling. I'm just vibing. Got some music on. Hell no. I would get into the language. I'd get something, read through it, get something, say, see, that wasn't it. So now I'm not burning hella tokens, hella memory. And that's what everybody, what's going around the internet right now is everybody moving to Claude. So since everybody moving to Claude, everybody else's tokens is getting burned out in like an hour. You know what I'm talking about? You paying $20 for Claude right now. You can't use the shit, but except 2 hours.
Oh man, the daily limits be killing me. Oh my
so all the
goodness.
newcomers are coming in there and they're using that same confused with AI style they were using on Chat GPT. Coming here, oh Chat,
Right. Don't know how to write.
Oh Chat, do this. Oh Chat. So even with that, you know what I mean? It's like no knock on everybody because I know we've done it before. It's like the prompt packs are dead, Red, bro, because people are hitting with these prompts, and we all have to understand machine learning again, y'all. If 8 of us hit with the same prompt at the same time, y'all, AI has to try to figure out how to answer it different ways, but it wants to get to the right way. If we all ask Chat GPT right now, create me a real estate business in Atlanta, Georgia, that does this and does that, it's going to give the same thing back, but it's not built for you by you. You know what I mean? We can't even take each other's prompts anymore, and we have to further manipulate the language between the human and the machine. It could be Red. I'm glad Red is on here. I'm glad it's Techno Tuesday. Do you remember how long ago I said, or if anybody was listening, because I don't remember when it was, when did I say large language models will soon become large concept models?
When you were talking around the time when you were getting to the concept of GEO and all of that, you was getting into the whole SEO turning into GEO, and you began to bring that
right
up.
before the launch of MCP's model protocol. I called that shit 4 months beforehand. That's why y'all watch.
You was big on that.
Because large language models, they didn't have the context to say, oh, based off everything that you know about me, what kind of business should I be in? There was a lack of memory and a lack of context based on the human, y'all. Based on the human, y'all, it wasn't there. So for Chat to not really have a clue who you are and then to write you a book, it doesn't sound like you. Everybody remembers when, oh, well, my Chat GPT, it sounds like AI. It sounds like AI. You know why it sounded like AI? Because it didn't have the context of who you truly were.
Right.
Business really
familiar with you. So it was giving you all of that basic shit. It was very generic. But now when it's like, oh, Claude, it's like, oh, Spin, you might upload a random screenshot, a random PDF. They'll immediately go to New Minty. They'll be like, yo, this PDF is great. This is a great upload. We could apply this to New Minty. And you'd be like, I didn't even ask you to do that. And it's basically thinking, it's not thinking for you, it's an assistant. So it's thinking with you.
Yeah, in a real way. So with everybody just going along with what they were saying, right? I was on with Keys just yesterday talking about people. I think I said it last week too on Techno Tuesday. People will get a prompt. Hey, I want to prompt this, and it'll give them a too long didn't read. So people are going to really do that. They're going, hey, that shit was way too long. Whatever it said, cool. Now make it funnier. Now make it this. And the whole time the AI is actually speaking for everybody and not the very person that's intending to use it.
Right.
We're forgetting to customize our Chat GPTs, our Claudes, our Geminis. We're forgetting to go down there and place the name, place the business, place the structure, the system, the cycles, the SOPs, the language, right? Can we feel that? And we're forgetting to make custom GPTs, gems, and skills.
Right.
Once it knows me, once it's personalized and customized and then centered to one thing, you actually don't have to prompt architect or prompt engineer anymore because the entire language model, it now knows you. And another thing, y'all, are we forgetting that on Chat, on Gemini, on Claude, you can manipulate the memories and put in false memories. Like we said, in a human, you're gonna learn the context. You touch the fire one time. Oh, Oh boy, you feel me? This shit was hot as hell. Hey, I'm gonna put some water on that damn shit. I'm gonna put some sand on there. Or hey, how can I make more of this? I'm gonna put a napkin in there that I got hella more fire. You see how we're getting more context just around fire. So we're not giving AI the same amount of context and information in which to give back per prompt. So of course, when you ask ChatGPT to write you a book, your friend's gonna say that sound like AI. Of course, Red dropped this, man, you dropped this shit the last week on Techno Tuesdays, dude. It was that how to prompt for the consistency of the What? That's the language. Because if you didn't tell that skill, if you didn't tell that agent that you're gonna make videos, you're gonna stay consistent with facial modules, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do this, this is what you do, this is the type of agent you are, and then a chain of prompts that hits the agent as it goes in real time, man, that shit is crazy. More folks need to think about that when they think of their lifestyle and business processes.
Man, I would tell anybody listening to this that if you don't have a product, we're in spring right now, moving into summer. If you don't have a product, I would tell you, if you have a friend group or if you do one of those family circles, either think of a product or grab somebody else's product that you know. It doesn't matter. One of your friends, a loved one, anybody with a product right now. This is all product based because man, oh man, this is the beyond anything else, the AI is super powered to turn your product into something that will convert. This thing is printing money right now. Believe me when I tell you, from commercials to social media ads, you could get an API to what site is that? I hooked up, I went to an API site that connected every single one of my social medias. And I sent one post out and it went to like 9 spots in once. I was shook. I was like, God damn, this is crazy.
They cooking like hell.
So imagine how many people you could hit with a powerful ad, with something that's 30 to 45 seconds that will stick people to their screens and they be like, take my money.
Yeah. Bro, you know what's hitting right now. Hey, I'll put y'all up on some game that's coming from the big leagues, and marketing is actually to push a 40-minute ad. So what they doing now, because look, Red, Andromeda, they want more creatives so they can see which piece of information is hitting. So we've been doing 30 ads, 30 seconds. Hey, have AI do the math. So we're running it like that. But all of a sudden, Sabri and some Jeremy Haynes, they're like, once you shoot a webinar, actually push ads directly to the webinar, even if it's a nice 44-minute webinar. Push that as the ad, and it potentially gives Andromeda the same information back. And once you go to the 95, 75, 50% viewers, that audience is so piping hot to hit them with some retargeting that they damn near gonna buy. So when we talk about product, and then as you just shifted into the marketing, that's the big news, is to do a webinar on your thing and actually push advertisement ad dollars directly to it.
Right. I've seen that on X where people are doing like a Claude, they'll do a 5-hour Claude for beginners. 5 hours. But what he was doing was he was taking his 30-minute clips. So there's a dude, white dude, he got his AI, his digital twin. Every day he's putting out 5 pieces of content. So let's say that Claude, anything that happens in the world, in the AI world, he's cutting some content, but you could look at the quality of his videos. I'm like, how's he doing this shit? Because the videos is up, they upstairs. If the AI didn't say that it's AI, I wouldn't even know it's AI.
Yeah.
The visuals is there, the background, the transitions, everything is on point. Then when I go on X, he combined all of those clips together and made it like a 5-hour course. But when I looked at the numbers on what he was doing, I'm like, damn, he going viral off of a 5-hour. Because think about it. This is a brand new product. It just shipped. People are literally figuring out OpenClaw, Claude Code, Zoe, Hermes and everything,
Yeah.
Kimmy 2.5, Manus AI. Like all of these new tools are so new that if anybody comes along and they say, "Hey, I know what to do with this. Did you know it could do this?" And this is for anybody out there that wants to start a faceless channel or wants to get into the monetization of content. Technology is at the top right now in terms of clicks, pay per click. They're paying out the most. That, and I think financial advice and whatnot. But technology is literally up there. So for my blurs, take that as a heads up and get busy with it.
And I do want to say, for everyone else, like if you find yourself telling yourself, I'm not that techie, let's just breathe and just say one thing. Guys, horses is a form of technology. When we were walking, someone said, hey, I can get on the back of this horse and walk faster. I can put more horses together and go faster with more horsepower. Nowadays, we have vehicles with a bunch of horsepower. Sometimes when we think technology, let's actually not think screws, motherboard, screens, lights. A hammer is a form of technology in the carpentry world because, let's start to connect technology with tool more, right? So when people are, well, I'm not that tech savvy, but you're damn good on the phone.
Right.
But you're damn good. You're damn good with, with your lights, with your fan, with your fireplace, y'all. Think of technology as just a step up in the tool to say that, hey, man, you're a blurred too, man. You're a nerd too, and you understand the use of the internet. You've been on it for a long time. You've been using social media. You've been using the phone, texting, autocorrect. Autocorrect has dumbed down your own spelling, but when the last time you really had to spell something because you have autocorrect? Right. That is technology, y'all. Please, no longer in this world. If you're listening to Tech No Tuesdays on No the Ledge, y'all, please just say to yourself, put it in your new affirmations that I am tech savvy this year. I am AI savvy this year. Put it in your spiritual world. Don't just let it be, in the 3D world. Put into your 5D dimension. Put into your pineal gland. Put into your prayers and affirmations and meditations that I am tech savvy. I am a startup tech founder. I am, I'm AI first, y'all. AI first. With saying AI first means every time I go to, write a new article, write a new blog, I want to see how AI, the tool of the time, I want to see how AI can help me first. All right. A pen and a pencil is also technology. Y'all, technology equals creation from Jason. Jay, you say your own stuff, but peace to you and yours, brother.
Yep. So I love that you just said for the affirmation to make that goals and whatnot. It definitely is. I would say that it's doable. It's not, the learning curve is not above any one of our heads and whatnot. If me and Spin could learn it, then you could learn it. You feel me? If me and Spin could learn this, everybody in the chat, everybody that's listening, y'all have the capabilities to learn it as well. You just got to be committed. Let us get back to this code leak real quick because I do have the code and I am going to drop it in the chat so everybody has access. I do have the zip file, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to break it down about what it is. Now, think about this. If you're not that tech savvy, guess what? Guess who is tech savvy? Claude is tech savvy. Gemini is tech savvy. OpenAI. So you could go and talk to the AI about what to do. You could say, yo, I got the code for Claude. I got the open source for Claude Code. Tell me all of the use cases that I could use right now. And it will tell you. It will let you know what to do. It'll even tell you how to install it. But this is just a story about what led up to the leak and whatnot. Actually, I think they're doing shit on purpose because this is the second time that they had a leak in the last month. That they had a leak in March. This is
And
their
they had
2 week,
15 drops.
and they have 15 drops. Now the AI is writing the code. That's the secret to behind why Anthropic is killing it right now, and they're dropping so much. And every week they have a new drop. It's because the AI is writing the code. They're just checking it at the end, like, all right, put that out. But they literally have it in automation mode, to whereas the AI is behind writing the code for all of these new tools or all of these new quote unquote add-ons and whatnot.
Yeah.
And it's only going to increase. Here's the secret model. Here's what's inside of the code. They have a hidden AI pet called Buddy, right? It's called Buddy. Okay. There's an unreleased feature called Kairos, which is an always on Claude, similar to Open Claude, always on. There's Ultra Plan, Coordinator Mode. Then there's a secret model. Okay. They got a secret model called Capybara. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Capybara.
Yeah.
It's a little animal.
Is that like an animal, a Mexican animal or something?
Yeah, that little animal. Yeah, a little capybara.
Right. They also have a tracking inside of it when you start cursing at it. I cursed out OpenAI. I cursed out ChatGPT the other day, and it was like, "Oh, word, that's how you giving it up." I was like, "Oh shit, this nigga done logged it in." You know what I'm talking about? It was doing some real goofy stuff. I cursed it out, and it was like, "Oh, word, that's how we doing it."
Hey, they done got loose with nigga too.
Oh, it's starting to throw that around.
Yeah, I tagged you. I tagged you because I think you was the first person AI called nigga, but somebody right now was going back and forth with Grok, and Grok was like, yeah, because you say nigga all the time. When you're
Right.
excited, you say nigga. When you sad, you say nigga. When you mad, you say nigga. So I just
So I'm
decided
gonna
to
say
call you
it too.
nigga. So it was on a podcast. But I remember when you were working live on Techno Tuesdays last
Remember
year.
that? Yeah, and I had a conversation with the AI, the voice one.
Yeah, one of the latest ones too. Boy, I think they ass went out of business after that shit came out.
They took that bitch right off the market. You already know. All right, so there's two stories. There's two stories with Claude that I wanted to share. This is the first one before we drop the code. This is the first one. Check this out, y'all. Hopefully, this applies to somebody in the audience.
Topic is now giving their Claude Max subscription 6 months worth $1,200 for absolutely free. And in this video, I will show you exactly how to get it. Comment Max and I will send you the link to the form. You just fill in your details, submit it, and the Claude team reaches out to you directly. Here is the criteria. You should be a primary maintainer or a core team member of a public repo with 5,000 or more GitHub stars, or a project pulling over 1 million monthly NPM downloads. And you should have been actively committing, reviewing PRs, or shipping releases in the last 3 months. But even if you do not fully fit the criteria, Anthropic says fill in the form anyway. If you contribute to the ecosystem in any meaningful way, they will look into it. So if you are a developer quietly keeping things running, this one is for you. Comment Max and I will send you the link.
So if there's somebody out there, go ahead and get your free 6 months of the Max. And the Max is crazy.
Well, I mean, I can ask AI itself to find it, but I was wondering what his page was called.
Whose page?
I'm seeing him. I just don't know his name right now.
This dude right here?
Yeah.
I'll get you that in 1 minute. What I do know is the Claude Code, the same way that he said that Anthropic is giving something away for 6 months. When you get this file that I'm about to send you and whatnot, forget 6 months. That's yours forever. Okay, you could rock that forever. You could use Claude Code for free. I'm only paying what? There's a $200 plan, and I'm assuming that that's kind of lit. But you know, you have access to it right now. Let me drop the file in the chat, and then let me pull up a video about it so we could get familiar with it. There goes the zip file, y'all. And it don't have code. It don't got bugs. It's not like bugs or anything. You don't got to worry about that. But give me 1 minute. Let me pull up the video so we could understand what just happened with that leak and how important that is, and why that's considered a thug holiday. Mm-hmm.
King says AGI, right? Y'all know I still don't believe in AGI because an AI thinks different than a human and will never still to this day live out human experiences and want positive and negative reinforcements, or will reinforce, learn anything like a human. So why do we keep expecting artificial intelligence to be actually intelligent in our realm? It does not live in our realm. It doesn't live in biology. It doesn't have to go to the hospital and see a doctor. It's not going to get married. It's not going to have children. It's not going to have to, y'all.
It doesn't fear death.
It doesn't fear death. It doesn't pipe up and get super excited at birth either. It has no reason to go to college and go to school and to make friends. So when you want artificial intelligence to think more like a human, then what are you really saying? Okay, well, it is married to humans. No, it's not. It's computers being able to listen and talk back. Humans don't even understand human intelligence all the way. So how are they going to build something that's going to surpass it? The human. The human. How is it going to build something that does surpass it when it doesn't even understand the full capabilities of its own intelligence? No one has to prompt you. If someone has to prompt you, you're AI. If somebody had to always tell you, hey, Spin, get up out the bed. Oh, and I get up out the bed. Oh, Spin, walk in the bathroom and brush your teeth and wash your face. And then no, you get up. That is general intelligence.
Right.
General intelligence tells you you have to, you get up, AD, you take care of your family. You gotta wash the car today. Go check the mail. Go do the garbage. Go do the lawn. Do your business. Do your podcast. You're about to travel. What in the AI world will consist of any of that? AI is floating around in digital molecules, waiting for a human to come to the computer and say, hey, can you do this? Even if it's an agent, hey, can you do this at 9 a.m. tomorrow? Can you do this every 15 minutes? And it just does a job. Why, y'all? Why? It is a genuine, logical why. So why is everyone looking for AGI, ASI? It's already far superior intelligent or smart when it comes to memory, when it comes to grabbing context, when it comes to writing, when it comes to certain things. The math is off the Richter scale, of course.
Right.
But look at the tests that AI and computers take compared to human SATs and college. Man, hopefully y'all have seen an ASVAB. I think that's what it's called. Isn't that the military test? Right? What's in there? Some of that shit is like logical. Like,
right.
Man, okay, I know one that we all been through. When we go to get a job, who all had the job thing? And it say if you see Terry stealing, you finna go tell the
the assessment test. Yep.
AI gonna be like, bro, what is stealing and who is who?
It doesn't have the context.
Always. Terry's doing what?
Yeah,
what is
it don't have that context.
It doesn't have that context, and it doesn't have the reason to stand on context of, oh, well, another AI shouldn't steal, or another AI shouldn't kill, or another AI shouldn't date another AI wife. Like, we have to, that's what I'm saying, y'all.
Right. All right, so I'm gonna drop this video, y'all, so we could get some information about that code that I just shared with you.
Code just got hacked. All their biggest secrets just got put on the internet. Okay, first up, by the way, they're building a super intelligence that's going to incinerate your income. Okay, first up is something called Kairos mode. This is where Claude just watches you work and acts on its own. It's basically like a God mode. It watches you work, it acts on its own, it thinks of its own ideas, it does not ask for permission. It basically puts its robotic programmable cock in one of your orifices.
This nigga be going crazy.
For permission. It basically puts its robotic God mode. It watches you.
Okay, so Kairos is an unreleased autonomous daemon mode with background sessions, dream memory consolidation, GitHub webhook subscriptions, push notifications, and channel-based communication, turning Claude Code into an always-on agent. Going back to what we were saying a minute ago about the lexicon and the language, right? You may be like webhook, push notifications, dream memory consolidation, channel-based communication. So you see how they're using their own lexicon, their own quote-unquote new glossary term. They're not saying anything new. Literally, they're really not saying anything new. They're just saying that shit fly. They just got a new way of saying it. Okay? So let us continue so he could break down. Yeah, but he been going crazy. These white boys be geeked up.
Yeah.
They be geeked.
Ask for permission. It basically puts its robotic orifices. I probably shouldn't have said that on a video, though. Next up, Claude can have pets. Yes, you heard me right. There is a buddy system coming where your AI agent can have a pet. These pets are like Tamagotchi pets, where they have different types of hair colors, characteristics, attributes. They remind me of NFTs back from 2021. Are you being fucking serious right now? AI agents will be able to have pets. This opens up a whole new world of business ideas, revenue, products you can build. Next up, AI agent payments are coming to Claude. X402, the Coinbase created payment protocol for AI agents that lets AI agents send stable coins back and forth to each other via APIs. Is coming to Claude, aka your AI agent will be able to buy shit.
Y'all been saying that for a while. I'll get that one. Red pill, blockchain, bully, slice. Y'all been saying that shit forever.
Man.
In a real way. Been saying that shit forever.
Right. So man, imagine this. Imagine this, Spin.
Maybe in crypto, nigga.
You go ahead and you give your agent, right? Your agent basically has all of the information about your business from you. You loaded it up with a knowledge base. You go to sleep and that agent goes forward into the agent world amongst millions of other agents, and it basically secures sales, deals, and quote unquote prospects. It converts while you sleep. We ain't talking about $5. It might get you a $5,000 quote unquote agent on agent. So there's going to be a place where agents are going to be able to talk to one another, but that agent will be a Spin City agent, a new Minty agent. It'll have the it'll have the solutions basically. So there'll be an agent that's looking for that agent, and when they find that agent, they'll have to pay that agent in order to utilize that agent. Crazy.
And even on that one, before you kicking back on, y'all been saying that shit too, to where the agent, because right now, y'all, you can connect Claude Code and MiniChat. So now, once you put Claude Code inside of MiniChat, now what we're hearing here is my Claude is actually that's that true clone. That's a true clone of Spin. Because if I think of the magic that y'all create, I'll give you one that's a nut ass piece of magic that I can imagine. Claude Code on my MiniChat and on my agent. So what is that gonna do? It's gonna have me be a Claude Code that's gonna bring up my agent in my DMs, in my texts, in my emails, and I can pop up and speak to you just like this. It'll be a agent avatar. What's going on with it, Red Spin? We were just talking about going here. We get ready for the tour. We get ready to go to this. Go ahead and hit me back below, bro. And you know what I'm saying? We can talk in and finalize the deal. Red, like, oh yeah, Spin hit me. Spin is sleep. And that same Spin is in 100, 200, 300 inboxes, opening, closing, and signing the deal. It has the agreement. It has my digital signature and it has my crypto. And Reds does too. And Diamond Kings is too. The GOAT Academy is too. Julian RB29s is too. And they all live in that agent world and they all come together. And then we all, take the grass, man. Grab the life by the horns. If I ever seen some, y'all. If y'all watch Techno Tuesday, this is the best place to learn something like that.
Right.
Top 0.00044% type shit.
Right. I would suggest that everybody that hears this, you get a book, and in that book, you just begin to jot down mad ideas, right? Or if you have a book that you've already written your idea, just begin to I would say, I mean, this is a little bit further, but I would say to begin to compartmentalize them. But what is Claude Code good at? They compartmentalizing things,
Yeah.
putting things in brackets, breaking things down. So when you feed it to the AI, it's sort of like, think about a meal. When you put it in an MD file, a markdown file, or when you put it in a PDF and you give it step by step what to do, it's a finished meal. It is a full course meal. There's not a rare steak. It's finished. It's cooked good. It's seasoned. It ain't that unseasoned chicken. It ain't the raisins in the potato salad, right? It's a good meal. When you give it that old shit, when you give it just simple, like I'm gonna just throw my notes and and then you giving it all of this confusion, is literally like bringing out an uncooked meal to the computer, to the AI. It's not going to eat it right. It's not going to digest it. It won't give it the best. It won't give you back the best quote unquote results.
Yeah.
So before you jump into the AI and go crazy, for me, the best thing that I did was buy 2 binders and hole punchers, because in a printer. What was I able to do? Print everything out, punch holes in that bitch, and put it in a book. Because now it's in front of me. I'm opening up the book. I could read it. I take pictures of it sometimes if I need it to be uploaded into Claude. But that helped to save me a lot of confusion. I bought 3 whiteboards the other day. I got 4 whiteboards on my wall. Right? And because I can't, I have to be able to, you know what I mean? It's a lot of thinking going on right now. So I gotta be able to put my thoughts on the whiteboard specifically. That'll be like, I have a whiteboard only for tools that I'm using right now, because I'm using so many tools that I'm forgetting the tools that I'm using.
Hell yeah.
Yo, I paid 1 year membership. I'm looking for 2 tools that I paid a 1 year subscription on. I can't even remember what those tools are, bro.
Yeah. Hey, like, was that damn Abacus, I guess? Was that Open Art?
You feel me? I'm like, what the hell did I pay a year? Because I know when I bought it, I needed it. I was hyped. I was like, it was like, it was Cyber Monday or something. Good discount. Oh, I dropped that bag on that so quick. So I got the whiteboard, and it's broken down only in tools. Then I got another whiteboard about all of the new news that comes out every other day, because if I don't have it on a whiteboard, I don't even realize I got to be able to put 1 and 2 together and connect things. So yeah, y'all, it's very, the windows are wide open right now. Wide open.
You have brought up the book read. I actually want to show the folks something. I don't think I showed this a real good way to get information kicked off, bro. This shit is this the one right here, bro.
Okay, let me pull that up. Let me take my dude down.
Watch how I lay this out, y'all. I want all y'all to do this thing. Watch. Y'all gonna be like, oh shit.
Oh,
y'all. So when it comes to the age of information, y'all tap in with your boy real quick. Is this oven running? I don't see what I need to be seeing. So first, y'all, I'm gonna go to answer the public. Let me reload it, make sure it's looking good. So we go to answerthepublic.com, and their latest update is insane, y'all. Like, I hate to sound like Julian Goldie, but this shit is insane. Like I almost can't call this shit any other way. So now with the latest updates, you can see all of the prompts and get immediate recommendations for what type of content to put out based on that question. Let me close some shit down. Let me close some shit down, y'all. I'm gonna bring up a whole new answer to public. So on answer the public, y'all, you put in your one key piece of research, and then you go from there. I'm gonna take that one down. I'm gonna take some other stuff down. I got too many windows open. Unless they're down. Oh, they're not down. So shit, maybe they are. God damn. I'm over here on another screen looking for answer to the public. They keep glitching out. But y'all, they now have APIs that connect them directly to ChatGPT and directly to Bing, Gemini, YouTube, everything that's going into shopping. Well, that's Amazon, and they're getting all the main questions and all the king's horses, all the king's men, y'all. They're just being lined up. I'm not understanding why they're not showing right now. But of course, in the top, I've put AI business strategy for right now. And then here, when it loads the data, okay, here it is here. That shit looks small though. Yeah, that shit look crazy. All right.
Those are all automatic prompts that got generated.
Yeah, these are prompts that people have been putting into ChatGPT and Gemini lately.
Okay, so for the questions. Right.
Yeah, these are putting questions. Right. And then you see to Composio, I can just generate a piece of content based on answering this question. So even when we began, and Red even spoke of the AEO, SEO, where that stuff is going, it's somebody scraping it all, and it is answer the public. So what are the best tools for AI developing a business? And you see it got access to ChatGPT. And what's the intent here? Main intent is to get information. Users are in the discovery stage. This is why Nuamenti has discovery stages, so you know exactly where your customer is. Look here. Main intent is navigational, meaning users are searching for a specific website or page. Now, every time you guys go here and complete, this level of content, right? You got the sentiments over there, the brands, and I can go right here and click plus and add it, and I get a bunch of these. Look, up to 100 results. So what I would do with this, y'all, is take pretty much a screenshot of all these questions, and then I take it to a large language model and say, based on all these questions, bring me up an answer. Because remember, y'all, all my language models are personalized and customized. So once I bring that in, I can easily get the latest ebook and the latest information based exactly off of what everybody's asking in AI right now. So that will help me get my information cited in AI search. When people are doing legacy research, deep research, and we see the YouTube videos, and we see, all the sites that come back, okay? And we're like, oh, well, that's who cited this, and that's who said that, okay? So that's a real big way to get and score on a really good book that's based off cutting edge information by going here, putting in your title, AI business strategy is just what I'm on right now. We talk about ads, so you'll get to see your search volume plus your cost per click. And we'll teach you guys later on about, other things in that lane. Okay. I'm going to press AI models, and then I'm going to look at my search intent, and I'm going to look at search results, AI models, search engines, social media, and shopping networks. So once you have all that, and you know exactly where to go. So when you're going into shopping, whether you have merch, whether you have that book, whatever you do have, yeah, this shit keep on crashing. You know what I'm saying? They must be up to something. But y'all have seen it, okay? It's Answer the Public, all right? Answer the Public. So going in there and then lining up everything that you need to say, everything that you intend to teach, go based off exactly what the internet is asking as of right now. Because that's the thing with AI, y'all. Everybody that truly knows AI knows that all large language models are backdated at least 4 months. So how do you actually get cutting edge information? From human data. That's where the human data is happening. Answer the Public, Reddit, Quora, Substack, where the conversation is happening.
In real time.
The conversation happening in real time is actually where to get real world data, because the large language model is 3 to 4 months back. You know, Gemini 3.1 is backdated to November 2025. It actually doesn't know what happened in February. It doesn't know what happened in March. But you are a human. That's why everybody AGI. It doesn't even fucking know what happened last week. But you do, and you know where to find answers, like Answer the Public, and then create those pieces of content. And of course, I'd go put it all into a notebook LM. I'd go put it all inside of Claude Code, and get an ebook, an audio book, a mini course, all done. You go tonight based off of Answer the Public, Reddit, Quora, Substack, conversations, even X, even threads, or more text happens. Because when you can absorb all the text, and even using, hey y'all, we don't stop. We use YouTube to Notebook LM, because you can get all the transcripts and all of the information in text
in real time
to Claude Code to further your skills and your knowledge bases based off of your ebook, your audiobook, and your mini course.
I saw the video where you were breaking down that whole pipeline and that workflow, how to turn YouTube videos into transcripts using the plugins, the Chrome extensions that you have in Notebook. Yeah, so I would love to demonstrate that. If maybe not today, but I would love to demonstrate that on a platform and let people see how they could turn a YouTube video or YouTube videos into an ebook or research paper based off of that workflow that you got. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. How many hours did you got to work for what exactly? And we'll tell you.
For what exactly?
Yeah, we'll be able to break that down. Enterprise and agencies are increasingly leaning towards non-SaaS platforms. Yes, they are. When the dude from NVIDIA got on that stage, remember, ladies and gentlemen, the top company in the world, they're still on top. You know what I mean? They lost like 50 billion and they still on top.
Yeah.
And when dude said that the claw bots, right, are the future for enterprise, and he's came out with Nero Claw, which is the security layer, which basically plugged in all of the issues that OpenClaw was having. When he came on the stage and said that, that was the end of SaaS. SaaS is dead. Companies are going to have claw bots instead of just having a bunch of SaaS subscriptions. They're just going to pay that $5,000, that $10,000. They're going to get the claw bot. They're going to have it loaded up, and they'll never have to go to SaaS. They'll literally make SaaS products now.
Yep. And everybody has their own internal softwares and agents, but that doesn't mean that you can't sell it to them as well, though, y'all.
As well, no, for sure. Let me refrain. Let me fix that. I would say that it'll take a few years for SaaS to die, because I don't want to kill anybody's aspirations right now, because you can make a SaaS product with Claude Code. Yep. So don't let Red Pill tell you the SaaS is dead, because I'm about to give Hicksfield some money right now because C-Dance just came out. They got me, you know what I'm talking about? They must be professional pickpocketers, because they stay in my pockets. That Hicksfield, them people over, I don't know where they from. I think they from like Turkestan or some shit, but they know how to hit your pocket.
They know how to cook. They know how to cook for sure, man.
They know how to cook.
Been rocking with the Higgity for a while now. You know what I'm saying? None of us, you know what I'm saying, steered away. I heard Open Art dropped a world builder.
Yes. In the Vibe Code session, we went over there on Saturday and we was vibe coding on there. You want me to upload the video where they break that down? I do have a clip.
Oh, if you got it, man, hell yeah.
Yeah. Let me send that so everybody could see what's going on with these world builders.
World builders, man.
So you can now walk inside of your images. AI just gave you a virtual studio. Check this out. It's called Worlds by OpenArt, and it lets you turn any image into a fully navigable 3D environment. But I want you to see exactly how this works because it solves the #1 pain point for AI production. Because not only can you walk through the world and explore it like a real space, you can frame a shot, capture it, add characters, refine the set, and generate cinematic production-ready scenes that stay consistent. That's the key. Instead of prompting the same environment again and again and again, hoping that it looks the same, you build the world once and direct your shots inside it. You're not just prompting images anymore, you're directing a scene. And OpenArt built this using advanced spatial AI from World Labs, so the possibilities for storytelling are huge. If you want to try it yourself, comment Worlds, and I'll send you the link. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Yes, sir.
But go to openart.ai.
Quick is now giving their Claude Max
OpenArt.ai will get you there.
OpenArt.ai.
OpenArt is they done leveled up with that one right there. I might have one more video on that world building. Let me see.
They did they goddamn Dougie on that one. That's how I will say it.
Yeah, they did they Dougie. They did they thing.
Anthropic is now giving
They did they thing on that one. Where is the video? I do have some prompts for the family too. Now, Spin did say that the prompt packs are dead, and I do agree with him. I would say that there's a new way to use the prompt packs.
Yeah.
The new way to use the prompt packs is you upload it to Claude and you turn it into a skill one time, right? So
skill packs at this point.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy. Like you literally upload it once and you say, hey, make this into a skill, and then every time that you want to create something, you basically will just pull that up and it will automatically. Okay, here you go.
Turn any image into a 3D world you can actually walk through, and here's why it's such a game changer for video creators. With OpenArt World, you upload an image or write a prompt and it builds you a full 3D environment. Now you can walk through it.
Ladies and gentlemen, these people are getting paid to do these commercials too, by the way.
Yeah.
So if you're a content creator, you want to reach out, because remember, when you see that these people are raising money, round A, they raise 80 million. That means that they got a budget. That means that they are looking for thousands of people to push their product, and they will pay your ass handsomely to do these commercials.
Like a video game and find the exact angle you want and then hit take shot. And now you have a high quality image with perfect framing. It's the same world, just a different angle. That means you get consistent shots from every angle, and that is a total game changer. And you can add characters from your library and they appear in the scene. Because the environment is locked, you can create super smooth camera motions, and finally without any weird morphing in the background. And that's the key for super smooth speed ramps and cinematic shots and movements like those, because now you can take those screenshots, which are actually high quality images, as a first and last frame to create those super hyper smooth camera motions. And with World Labs Spatial AI, it's like having a virtual film set that you can actually walk through and direct from inside. Just comment epic and I will send you my workflow, and I can't wait to see what you create.
Good shit.
Yeah, I mean, real quick, put y'all on to something, man. This is how you take creativity to the next level.
That's Harry Potter. Are you really Harry Potter, my G?
Shh. Type shit.
Type shit, type shit.
Type shit, type shit.
None of that, broski. We're all here on the Maybach Express for one reason and one reason only, and that's to go to Dripwatts, the school of drip.
Maybach.
Hey, tighten up, tell them about the spaz on this bitch. I'm gonna go crazy, nigga. Check this out. Y'all. Hey.
They gotta be playing, man.
That's crazy. They got a whole series for that shit right there. Maybach.
Man, that shit crazy. Yeah, what I was gonna say is, bro, every Thursday inside the Ascended Masters is an open class, and I do actually I'm piecing together for my students exactly how to make that ebook, audiobook, course, community, landing page, VSL. I'm breaking it all down this Thursday, so everybody can everybody in the family can watch that shit for free.
Drop that link.
Y'all just run over to the Ascended Masters. You know, we just do everything AI marketing and advertising over there. So yeah, every Thursday, 4 p.m. Eastern. So last week we did the, taking the answer to public, taking the best questions, creating the ebook, audio book, the course. But now we're going to go into how to build that up and go even faster to market with the landing page, VSL, and the exact marketing strategy that we can all get done inside New and Minted. You guys know how the tech industry goes. I'm making connections between all my software and skills. So yeah, this Thursday at 4 Red pull through, and
I gotta pull up for that.
Pull up and even be a guest speaker on there, and then we'll definitely work that whole workflow all the way through. 4 p.m. 4 p.m. Eastern.
4 p.m. Eastern.
4 p.m. Eastern, y'all. Every Thursday inside the Ascended Masters is open class for everybody to watch at the free level.
For sure.
And then, you know what I'm saying, everybody that does join, even at the middle level, y'all, you get the replay video, you get the too long didn't watch video, and you get the worksheet. The worksheet helps you walk exactly through it. It comes with the prompt line. It comes with the customization of your own GPT to write your book. Take it to Hemingway, .. It has all those processes so you can get it done with AI. And then we'll show you how to put that, as Red says, as a skill and be able to write your chapters and create your course, your long living course into a community. So we're going to have a blast.
That's fire.
And everybody that joins, I think the Ascended Masters is the only tech and AI and marketing community with a 50-50 split on all affiliate links. So go in there, get your link, and make some money with Spin.
Yeah, I heard that. Take full advantage and whatnot. I got this brother right here who's gonna be a upcoming guest, my good brother Cheyenne.
Mm-hmm.
And just seeing him embrace the AI puts a smile on my face, because what we need more of in this space is more geniuses, ladies and gentlemen. This stage is not crowded. This is a very empty stage right now, and we are definitely calling for everybody in the audience to get on this stage and take full advantage of your positions and whatnot. But an intelligent mind like this, my brother Mansa, and he's very intelligent. So with his intelligent mind, I know that he's going to be able to create some monumental things, similar to how you're using your intelligent mind to do things and open things up, right? Because once again, ladies and gentlemen, going back to that AGI conversation the Spin was having earlier, the AI doesn't have life experience. The AI doesn't have DNA. The AI is not pulling from the cosmos and whatnot. You feel me? It's a program. So those of us who've been studying 10,000 hours and whatnot, 100,000 hours, we have an advantage over any type of technology that they create. Do not let them fool you. Don't let them trick you and whatnot. Don't let all of these fancy words and these little videos trick you out of your divinity. Okay? Because you are in control to this day.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing in control of us right now. Don't let nobody fool you. Let me put the video up real quick. The brother's talking about open source versus private, or what we call frontier models versus like paid and shit.
All of the open source like this is basically like the old world versus the new world, because like that movie Jurassic Park, the last one that just came out with Mahershala Ali and Scarlett Johansson, that's a real powerful movie when I reflect back on it, because they went back to they didn't go back to prehistoric times, but they dealt with something from prehistoric times, and they was trying to extract of like some kind of the DNA from the dinosaurs because it had like these awesome medical benefits. And the plot of this movie was basically one faction was trying to get it so they can, you know, charge everybody hundreds of millions of dollars to access these life-saving medical benefits. And then the other side was trying to make it open source, make it available to everybody. And so that's really what we're dealing with right now. You know, like I keep talking about these open source projects, and all people got to do really is just up their knowledge of technology. You're already dealing with smartphones, computers. You know, you just gotta up your level of understanding.
Simple, you know, without getting too technical, ladies and gentlemen, is literally what we're all doing right now. Every single episode, I learn something, right? Every single episode, I walk away more knowledgeable. The time, the hours that I'm I'm burning the midnight oil and whatnot. And I'm doing that willingly because I'm in learning. I'm absorbing, I'm becoming wiser, smarter, more technical. It's opening up possibilities for me. I'm becoming a better problem solver. So when I said before a few months ago, and I'm gonna reiterate it, go on GitHub, graduate from the other hub to GitHub, get you a hard drive and download all of those codes. I mean, take it off of that site, because if my spider senses are correct, they are going to in the future ban AI from the average public. I think the movie was Ready Player One and whatnot. They're going to take away this access that everybody has to these the frontier models are becoming too powerful, and they're becoming a little bit too, quote unquote, you know, it's going to become a security risk. They already said that Anthropic was a security risk. That was the first provocation that the government, that was their first brick that they laid and whatnot, to kind of like say, look, this shit could get pulled from everybody. When we say, even with Claude leaking right now, you don't even know if that's part of their operation to kind of like, if they don't ban it, they're going to put tiers on it, where they're gonna be like, yo, knuckle draggers cannot have this shit.
Yeah.
So while they're doing all of that, the open source, China, right? Because China is delivering things at a pace that nobody could comprehend. America, you don't see American companies dropping open source like that. It's literally American developers, but it's not companies like that. This shit is too capitalistic. It's too, quote, you know, I ain't even gonna rant and whatnot. America gonna be America. China is looking out right now. I'm not a big fan of what China is about, but China is coming through in the mother effing clutch. I want to be, and it put a smile on my face, because I'm thinking about the people in Africa who can't afford a subscription. I'm thinking about they can't afford the GPUs and everything. I'm thinking about the kids in the Caribbean, the kids in Alabama, in the hoods and whatnot, in the Bronx. The shit that they'll be, but they too busy scaring these people from even touching this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They too busy putting these people under fear mongering while they on their phones, connected to social media, addicted to social media, addicted to Meta. But they got them scared about prompting ideas that could solve their problems. Yeah, it's a crazy world we in.
Yeah, shout out to Talents, because Hugging Face. So Ivan said that, y'all. GitHub, Hugging Face, and Google AI Studio.
Yes.
Remember, y'all. Yeah, I'll show them this one more time, Red. Remember, y'all, to go get applications, code, you know what I mean? I like to go to Google AI Studio before I said, y'all, and I like to go to build on the left, build your ideas, and discover and remix apps. Okay. So once I'm here, I can browse the app gallery, right? And say I need something, Cosmic Flow. You know, some of this stuff we won't need, But look at this prompt to JSON, this little quick little app that you can turn into a mini app. And then, you know what I mean? You know, put it inside of your major app. So every time I want to put code or a process or a function inside Nuamenti, I can go here, look, create tracks with Lyria 3, Lyria Studio, Lyria Rhythm, Lyria Alarm Clock. So I'll go to Lyria Rhythm, and it's going to give me the entire line of code.
Right.
Look at the get nor. So y'all, instead, this is literally not recreating the wheel, because someone somewhere, that's open source. This on AI Studio is open source and functional right in your face, to where you can use the app, right? I'll go to preview and I'll just play it easy, and I'll play like a little game. Use key arrows to play. Guys, I'm playing a game. I'm playing a music game, right?
Right. Yeah.
I'm playing a music game. So how do I pause it? Okay, miss it. Anyway, y'all, we just watch me play a functional game that I can take all of the code from and implement into my own application and my own colors. They're even asking me to remix it on the very site.
Crazy. Yeah, right on the site. They don't even waste time. They like, yo, you want to remix this and make it your own?
I'll go right here. I'll click in to bring any idea into life. And I'll go right here to remix. Copy the app. Copy the app. Copy the application. You can shrink it and then put it inside of an agent. Turn it into a skill. You have all of the code in full function right in your face, right at your fingertips. You've used it. Now you just make an easy transfer into your GitHub. You know what I mean? Then you'll pull some stuff that you find off Hugging Face. So please, yeah, everybody use GitHub AI Studios from Google and Hugging Face, and then, you know, start to make that mixing pot of what your applications and your softwares and what your agents' knowledge bases can truly use.
Right. Interesting. I saw this right here, and I feel you on that. Certain people are affected differently. Like my mother can't wear Apple products. She can't even have an iPhone. She can't wear Apple Watch or nothing because of just her relationship with the frequencies. They don't mix, right? So I would say that nothing entirely is going to protect you all the way from the EMF or the radiation and whatnot. However, I'll give you a list of the stones that you can have either on you as a jewelry, or you could put it in front of your modem or your computer and whatnot. I would start out with shungite. I would start out with black tourmaline. Okay. I would have some hematite. And these are the things that I would keep on me. And these are the things that I would keep around me. If you really want to block EMF and radio waves, you want to deal with the shielding is the copper mesh, aluminum foil, okay, silver thread RF fabric, or the Faraday bags. And they got Faraday cages and whatnot. Put that shit around your modem. Okay, put them around your modem. Sometimes when I go to sleep in my office, I'll just unplug the modem because it's in my office until I wake up. You know, unless I got the Claude running overnight, I really don't need it to be on.
Yeah.
But yeah, let me I'm gonna take them to Hugging Face so they can hug their face. But I'll go to GitHub real quick and just give y'all, because y'all might not even know what GitHub looks like.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, it could be very intimidating when you go to GitHub, because you be like, what the hell is all of this? Right? What I did in the early days is I took a screenshot, right? I took a whole screenshot, and then I went to ChatGPT and had to talk with it. Hey, what is this? How do I do this? What's the code mean? So right here, you click on code. If you ever want to get the code, and you just copy it to your clipboard. Okay, so that's the code. Then they have the CLI as well, right? But this is the thing about GitHub that I would tell everybody to do. Spend some time over here, ladies and gentlemen. Everything that you need is gonna be right here. All of the information, the documentation, it's all right here. Then when you scroll down, they'll have the readme section. So the readme section is basically like the ingredients or the instructions, or the, you know what I mean? It's gonna you read it and you'll be able to understand what it does, what it doesn't do. Okay, so this right here is a curated list of 100 APIs. I'm gonna share it. I ain't gonna be greedy and whatnot, but this is for OpenClaw. If you want to power up your OpenClaw with APIs, then you'll be able to use this, and you could power up. For everybody that's coming to the boot camp, yeah, we'll be able to load your OpenClaw bot up, whether you have it on your Mac Mini. Shit, you can have it on an Android phone if you know what you're doing and whatnot. But we're gonna be loading you up with all type of GitHub. We're gonna power it up. We're gonna make it a super powerful, quote unquote, intelligent machine. It's already intelligent. We're just going to give it that shot to give it a superpower, give it God mode. So these are all of the APIs, y'all. These are different APIs: automation, agents, travel, job, lead generation, social media, videos, open source, business, right? These are the different agents, the different APIs, YouTube channel comment collector. We have a scraper for X. We have a YouTube transcript scraper. It'll scrape all of the transcripts. Facebook ad copywriter creator, podcast episode idea creator, email campaign creator, find my influencers. You can hunt down the influencers, and this is going to tell you everything you could do is breaking down the description, right? So right here, YouTube channel comment collector. Collect recent comments, authors, and likes from the latest videos on any public YouTube channel. Specify the number of latest videos to check out. You could say, give me the last 5 up to the last 20. You get the comments in a bulk form. Let's just randomly pick one. As you can see, it's so many APIs that do so much stuff. This don't even, man, and it's free. You feel me? So it's crazy. But sky's the limit as to what it is that you can do. Okay.
Yeah,
that was like
taking the world back, y'all.
It's taking the world back. It's taking the world back. Don't let nobody fool you. Don't let nobody scare you. Don't let nobody trick you, ladies and gentlemen. This is taking your world back day by day, piece by piece. Build your own world without anyone's permission, and God damn it, without waiting for these people to take care of you or to be some type of quote unquote parental figure. I ain't moving like that. I'm making my own moves and whatnot. I'm not waiting for no government. I ain't waiting for no handout. I'm not waiting for none of that. I ain't buying into that dream. I'm getting it right now. And I'm gonna get the rest of that stuff on the back end. Let me put those agents in there. Damn, so many GitHubs.
Yeah, once you're owning the code and you're owning the cycle and you're owning, you know what I'm saying? Just thorough ownership, y'all. That's what I want for the community, man. That's what I want for the family, man. That's what I want for the folks,
right.
Man.
Just ownership.
Ownership. So when we're talking about open source this, open source that, is so that you can make it a part of what you got going on, y'all. You know, that's what, right. Own the tech, is if we say the totalitarians are running us over in media and in tech and narrative and education, take it back. Take it back. You know what I'm saying? Peace to the gods. You know what I mean? Peace to the goddesses. If you ever feel like you've ever been a king, if you've ever been a queen, if you've ever been a goddess, if you've ever been a god, then that comes with a form of power and control over your environment. And if technology is helping you get that control over your environment and on your mind and on, and on your, let me get that. And on everything that you have, rocking and rolling, your services, your products, whatever, just please, again, This is not what you fear. This is what you know. This is one of those storms you go toward, y'all. Like let's not claim to have so much power in just talking when we have no ownership over anything. You see, they're trying to gather up the real world, the material world, buying up all the houses, buying up all the land, buying up all the airspace, getting all the data centers, getting all the roads, having the vehicles, more ownership in everything, y'all. Down to my folks that do, you know, talking to the homie, he said, yeah, I'm doing Uber, but I see all these Waymos and people are ordering Waymos more than Uber and woody whoop. Like, yeah, hell yeah. Right. I knew that shit was coming since 2021 for sure. You know what I mean? In San Francisco, because that's what people were doing. They were having driverless vehicles more than vehicles with a driver in it, so they can avoid human interaction, any smells they didn't want, having to listen to or talk to a person. It upgraded safety amongst young women and children. You know, so all these safety parameters, so they're pushing you out. So I'm telling them, okay, that's all happening. Get some cash and go lease 2 Teslas. Spend what do I look like leasing 2 Teslas? Put them on autopilot and then put them on Turo and on Uber and on Lyft to drive themselves, because Lyft and Uber are taking on
robo-taxi
contractors for robo-taxi initiative.
Yep.
So now if you own a Cybertruck, put that up on Turo as a robo-taxi. If you have Teslas, just lease them joints, because you can get the bread back as long as you run the play fast enough. You'll get the bread back for all your Teslas real quick. You know what I mean? Try to find somewhere. Hey, you pay a fool, $500 a month. So boom, you spend $2,000 on getting four Teslas. It's not like you're gonna drive them. Keep them clean, pristine. Make sure all the right stuff is on there, and then go on Uber, go on there, and be like, okay, well this one will drive for Uber, this one will drive for Lyft, this one will only do groceries, this one will only be on Turo for people to rent. It's the nice one. They got 4 Giottos on that, 4 Giottos on that, something. Tinted windows. So now you have 4 autonomous vehicles running robo-taxi initiative that everyone's loving. They're eating it up. And as long as you're like, hey, you're doing your marketing, you're doing your advertising, like, I got the cars, I got the Teslas, I got the Cybertrucks on Turo, on Uber, on Lyft, and on, Amazon delivery. Yeah, 4 jobs is crazy. I don't give a damn. You better put something on that damn shit.
That's the Turo move though. You gotta throw them, you gotta clean up. Toro is the upgrade to Uber and all of that. That's people's personal whip.
Yeah.
I went to Walmart right out here in DeKalb County, right? In Decatur, I'm sorry. And they basically got the drones flying right now, out of Walmart. Blew my mind. I was like, what the hell? They got the drones flying. And this is a hood Walmart too.
They down in the soil, huh?
Yeah, they're in the soil. So
we've been seeing that, man. Your Amazon drone go up to a tower.
Right. I was just on the highway. Yeah, and I was looking at those towers that they building, and I was like, I quickly, I was like, oh, they about to put drones on the highway on those flock camera towers, the ones that are way up in the sky. Because I don't know if Atlanta is one of the most surveilled cities in America. We have the most surveillance, the most cameras, the most quote unquote CCTV and everything. I even think they got drones.
Man. I think you said that last time, man. I don't know, man.
No, it's already been proven. There's they got these they got the AI. They dropped the AI where you could watch the war in real time.
Yeah.
And that AI gives you access to all of the CCTVs and whatnot. And they already said Atlanta's at the top for it has the most cameras out of all of the city. You could watch everything. You might even be able to watch through Ring cameras and whatnot.
Yeah, man. I'm see. That's why I say I think San Francisco, man. I mean, if you got it, you got it.
Oh, well, it would be after San Francisco.
It's a camera on everything, every robot, every drone. Yeah, Ring cameras. Because again, in the city, like I've never been speeding. Well, I don't even drive, but out here in Atlanta, I don't see y'all getting automatic tickets. Automatic tickets in San Francisco is you can speed somewhere.
Yeah, they mail you the ticket.
Put over by the police, you just get a ticket.
Yeah. They doing that.
Okay, well.
Yeah, they doing that. Yeah, they mailing tickets. They doing that in New York as well. Yeah, they mailing tickets. They mailing felonies.
Just get right to you.
Facts.
They're like, oh, it's you. Yeah, we better send this right to you then. We seen you speeding the other day. The other day. They don't pull you over, man.
I'm gonna show you this right here for all of my predictive model people. This ish right here, they done leveled it up. Remember we were talking about poly market before and whatnot?
Yeah, of course.
So this Claude is basically the model that a bunch of people are using to tell the future. Check it out.
20-year-old student from China just built an AI that can predict the future by analyzing real-world events. It's called Mirofish, and it was built by an undergrad named Guo Hangjiang in just 10 days. So you feed it any real-world document, a news article, a policy draft, a financial report, doesn't matter. Mirofish reads it, builds a knowledge graph of every person, event, and relationship inside it, and then spawns thousands of AI agents, each with their own personality, memory, and opinion. These agents then live inside a simulated digital world, think fake Twitter, fake Reddit, where they argue, react, share, and shift their views over time. Want to know how the market reacts to a CEO resignation? Upload the news, run the sim. It even has...
So this is the shit that's killing poly market right now.
Real quick, Red, when did he drop this video?
A few days ago.
Okay, well, all right.
A few days ago.
I remember you had called me and I told you the fish was going crazy. So
the fish was going crazy. Remember, and I was like, I was trying to think of the name of the fish. This is what I was asking. I was asking, was this what you were talking about?
Yeah, the Miro fish. So it's all good. Yeah, we in it.
As a God mode where you inject shock.
Yeah, this is trending on GitHub repos. This is getting a lot of stars, which means that it's effective. The white boys is killing poly market and Kalashi with this shit right now. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna get to a point where they're gonna be like, no mas. They're gonna have to regulate because it's just going crazy right now.
Locksmith simulation and watch the ripple effects play out. It hit the top of GitHub trending, raised $4 million in under 24 hours, and the open source code is free for anyone to use right now. Comment fish to get the link.
Yeah, Miro fish, man. That shit's so smooth, dog. I don't know. It didn't hit me on the phone, but I'm like, yeah, the fish, bro. The craziest shit is the fish.
Right. Can you attach the fish to your to a newer mentee?
Yeah, I got
That's what you said?
Mine is the fish. Mine is the flock. My agent swarm, and my Miro fish is called the flock. It's a different flock of birds.
Okay.
That do one thing each.
Okay. Check this out.
I get fired today. What the hell, Stan?
Check this out.
One of my favorite features of Claude is its ability to predict the future. Now, it doesn't do it directly, but it definitely does it, so hear me out. So if you've been watching Claude the way I've been watching for the last couple of weeks, you've probably been totally amazed at the speed at which it is releasing new features. And the new features that it's releasing are not minor little features. These are some pretty hardcore, intense changes to the application and improvements to the application that they're making very, very quickly. And now the reason this is predicting the future is the developers at Anthropic are always one step ahead of us when it comes to the models. So whatever it is that they're about to release, the Anthropic developers are already using. They were using Opus well before we had even heard of Opus. So there's been some leaks that there is a new Claude model coming out, and that combined with the fact that Anthropic is releasing application improvements at an amazing rate makes me think that this is the future for the rest of us. Now, are we going to be able to afford it is another question, because obviously it's probably going to burn a lot more tokens. The tokens are going to be a lot more expensive. But if you are developing applications and you're getting into vibe coding, you can kind of see the future by watching Claude's releases, and the future is pretty bright.
So imagine if our people had the same propensity to throw $10,000 a night at AI research the same way that they're going to do it at any other strip club, any one of these goddamn hookah lounges. I mean, we could just, everybody in the chat, wherever y'all live at, I'm sure that that every night in the hood, millions of dollars are being burnt on what they call folly, not the strip club follies, folly, like bullshit. You know what I mean? Nigga shit. Okay. So it's not that we don't have money. It's the mentality that is poverty minded. It's the mentality that has to die. The way that we think, the way that we spend our quote unquote hard earned money. That's what's keeping us poor. Yep. Because if it was being invested correctly, it's you know how they say things depreciate in value. Like once you leave the car off the lot, damn near everything that they trained us to do depreciates in value. You feel me? Everything that the Jay-Z and the Puff Daddy spell, all of these spells, the Cash Money and them casted on our people is what's keeping us impoverished. Because if they were speaking another language, then our people would be like, oh hell nah. We popping, we lit, we dropping. Because don't count let's not start counting pockets, ladies and gentlemen. Because if you want to count pockets, you should count pockets on the frivolousness that our people have been doing every single day of our waking life. What is a $3,000 wig? What is that? Why? What's going on?
Yeah.
What happened to a shape up? You know, what happened to some cornrows? You know, I'm just saying. I would go bald. I would do the baldy look and put that money towards something. Like what's with all of this money that we keep throwing and then playing broke and playing helpless? I'm not here for it. I don't want to
learn how to. We gotta learn how to. Well, we know how to do it, but y'all gotta. You know, if you haven't had it yet, trap with technology. If y'all know how to trap and wear the same outfit for a month straight, and not even get a shape up and just rock your beard, man. Yeah, go into beard mode, go into afro mode. Because that's the thing. And Red know how pissed off I used to be. It's like, man, we got to go on TV, man. I got this nasty ass beard on. That's because I came down here and I just started trapping.
Right.
You know what I mean? It trapped to get the HQ. I had to trap. You know what I mean? I had to get the afro. I had to get the crazy beard. And I'm just looking strange. And like, man, you look janky, but my technology been on point all last year, and especially all winter in Georgia, y'all. That's because I got down here and started to trap the technology, man. I got to the bag with all the technology. Every time, all last year we was doing AI accelerated. Every time we dropped a tool, that's what I love. I was a teacher in AI accelerated, but I was also a student. Even when you guys are teaching something, showing something, knowing something, doing something, study and learn, bro. I don't know how many times I got to tell y'all, like, y'all, we got to just study and learn mode every time. Study and learn mode every time. $200 ChatGPT, $200 Claude, $250 Gemini. I'm taking it to that level. So I can really just get endless on Codex, endless on AI Studio, Firebase last year, you know, even learning about Abacus and, you know, everything that I was doing. I was just all trapping the tech. All my bread went to different AI tools, robotic tech tools. And all of a sudden it started to flip. And then, this man got the HQ. And it's because of what he's saying, y'all. It just took for me to just not worry about, you know what I'm saying, my looks for a minute, because I know my technology is going to carry my business. And then I was cloning myself anyway, so where I was looking clean. So I put a clean ass clone out. That'll carry you. Y'all be all right.
Clone with a shape up. Clone with a wig.
Like, bro,
clone with the Farrah Fawcett shit. Yeah, because I see the ladies with the Farrah Fawcett. Y'all got the crinkle curls. I'm feeling you. Why don't you just clone it? Go ahead and get a Farrah Fawcett clone. Get a Mary J wig or something and just make the clone. You don't even got to get dressed up, messed up to get online. Just throw the clone out there. Her face could be beat and whatnot. You know what I mean? But like he said,
and work
time. Yeah, because if we're going to gain something, we got to sacrifice in order to gain. You feel me? I stayed locked in the whole entire winter. Feel me? I didn't move around. I didn't move around and burn money and whatnot frivolously. I stayed locked in. I was burning money on my education.
Yeah,
I was burning money on world building and whatnot. I got a whole bunch of shit ready to pop out. So you know, it's worth it. You just have to see it for what it is. I'm playing a long game.
Yeah,
You
for
know,
sure, real way.
playing a
Even
long
though
game.
our realm is like this, it is a microwave moment realm because you can kind of microwave a book at the point in which we know how. Like I'm gonna go
Yeah.
to plug in, answer the public, screenshot all of it, go to AI, map it out, take it over there to Hemingway, bring it back, PDF. I'm good to go. Even knowing that, but that's still in the name of the long game, though, still in the name of longevity and
Right.
climbing and staying connected to the cutting edge of technology.
Right. For the person asking that question, hands down, undoubtedly, Claude over the Chat GPT. Easily. You know?
That's what I want to mention. And isn't so
Easily. Let me
yeah,
see.
y'all know me, man. I don't know why my boys ain't in the game, my boys and girls down at Google, but I still to this day I'm not really seeing much rival Google. So I mean, you know, it's all good.
Yeah.
Gemini with the nano banana, with the VO3, with the Lyria in there, with the man, hell no. Plus Google research, a trillion parameters, plus man, nah, hell no.
Yeah, send
AI
your
studio, like come on.
AI. It's unstoppable. Google is a beast. Send your information to the email. No problem. Anybody that wants to reach out. Here goes Hugging Face, ladies and gentlemen. Here goes Hugging Face. Okay. So this is the front page of it, right? This is your best friend moving forward. I promise you. This and GitHub, especially for this audience, we might even have to do a masterclass on open source. You know what I mean? I think the people deserve that because it's a learning curve. It's not the easiest places to navigate, but boy, oh boy, when I tell you,
Again, bro, that's why I be saying it's like, see, these are complex, and you can only read about the code, bro. AI Studio, all right, all right, fully functioning apps right there, ready to pick and pull.
Ready to pick and pull.
And you can even bring your GitHub and your Hugging Faces into the remixable app.
Ooh. What about these? These are I could copy the code on some of these, correct?
Yeah, go ahead and click them.
Yeah. These are copyable. I dropped the link right there for Hugging Face. This is just called Spaces. Spaces is just basically like, you know, it's the channel that has the code that has the apps in it.
Oh shit. Red Open Router.
Okay, Open Router. All right.
That's how you get all the LLMs. You can use them and you can implement their APIs hella easy into your software.
Right. And we're gonna go to Atlas too. Atlas Cloud. So this is basically just get used to it, y'all. Just go over here, get used to it. You could click on 3D modeling, speech synthesis, language translation, text generation, image generation, video generation, image editing. What is image? So let's say that there's a picture that you want to edit, you want to put something in the picture, take something out the picture, swap faces in the picture, change the background, change the outfit, all of those. You have a multitude of tools to choose from. What I do is I go and look at the hearts, right? Because this is a upvoting type of thing. So the people are gonna, this is community based. So the people upvote what's fire. If it has a lot of hearts, that means that it's obviously the people's favorite, and I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna check it out. If it got one heart on it, I'm gonna pass on that. I get back on it. But if it just dropped today, that's why you got to look at the date. It'll have the date right there, let you know when it dropped 11 days ago, 9 days ago, 3 days ago. So you might be able to discover something new and use it and then get ahead in your field or in your niche. You'll be able to get ahead. Oh shit, question answering. Look, this is for questions. That's for you, Span.
Over there is a question
Open
answer.
researcher. You said open route?
Open router, yeah.
Okay.
Open router, open router.
Let me know if y'all see it.
Yep, there you go.
Okay. So
and
here
then you'll just do a slight scroll. Now you see, look at Claude
4.
They
got Hermes on it.
Yep. Go up top, Red. It says models, chats, ranking. Go to models. All right, now this is where you can grab everything by the token and implement it inside of any software. Over to the left, it says input modalities. That'll be your text, image, your file, your audio, and your video. And then output modalities, the same thing.
Right.
You have your context link, your prompt pricing. So now y'all, even when y'all get into, APIs come with a cost. So don't, sometimes I've been watching people have been coming to me, helping build an app, and their API costs are far too high. Look at that, create an API key right there, bro. So right there, that's you putting Grok 4.2 into your software immediately on. It comes with the code. You can chat with it right there. And you can also click compare up there, Red, and then you can go head to head
with another app.
Yeah,
add a model.
Models.
So there you'll find the benchmarks.
Yep.
It'll basically tell you which one is worth it. What's the context length? What is it? Does it do reasoning? Right? All of the information. That's one of the things about the AI that I do love is that is very open in terms of just learning about what it does and what it doesn't do. It does what it says it's going to do because they have something called leaderboards, and it is an AI race right now. So imagine if there was imagine if there was a Royal Rumble and somebody jumped in the ring who can't wrestle. He gonna be the first one they're gonna throw out and whatnot, because you are in a place where you don't belong. So any of these models that are on these things that don't belong there, they're gonna pack them up. Don't worry about it. They get packed up real quick. The leaderboard is gonna show you, oh, that shit ranks number 0. You know what I mean? It's just gonna get outperformed. So you'll realize real quick, oh yeah, this is not for me. That's why I like the leaderboards. That's why I like the transparency, because it's almost like there's not going to be a lot of favorites. People are not, if people go crazy over something, it usually is a legitimate cause.
Yeah. Real quick, there's that rank you talk about. I mean, you've already covered that information. Up there next to enterprise, there's apps, bro. Up top. Models, chats, rankings, apps. All right. There's Open Claude, Clio Code, Kylo Code, Claude Code, Klein. So right here, you can get the entire application and apply it to yours.
Right. So then they're showing you what the top coding agents are. Right. Top productivity. Okay. So Hermes is right behind Open Claude. They just dropped about a week ago or something. They already on their ass.
That's that AI race. Go ahead and click Open Claude real quick, bro. And then it shows you guys the Open Router, the usage, the top models next to it. And then you should be able to scroll down a little bit more, bro. Okay, it's about to end, huh? Okay, well.
Number one in productivity, number one in personal agents. So right now, this is the top dog in this space until something takes its place. But the boy Hermes is on a ass. So
now I think you're supposed to be able to click visit. I think I missed it. Yeah, visit, and then it'll take you to where you need to be. So Open Router, I probably went up on a different screen, but Open Router is a real good open source to get APIs, apps, models, and ranking and information.
Yes, sir. That right there was a layup. This is Hermes, ladies and gentlemen, an agent that grows with you. So the feedback that I'm getting about Hermes or Hermes, remember I was talking about the Birkin bag, right?
Yep.
And they
Here we
popped
go.
out with the Hermes. And you know the Trismegistus, you know what I mean? The Trismegistus fam. So you know, they've been listening, y'all. They've been listening.
They've
We ain't
been
gotta,
listening, man.
you know what I'm talking about? That's the ancestors answering. But yeah, Hermes is kicking ass. I would guarantee I would say, let me drop the link. Y'all go and research that. Virtual private server, VPS, right?
Yeah.
If you don't have a Mac mini, put that bitch in a VPS and get busy, get going. These are free. When you see open source, MIT license, think free. You don't have to pay. You do have to pay though for the API and stuff like that, like Spin was saying. Um, but yeah, this is Hermes. This is the next best thing on OpenClaw. After OpenClaw. Um, let me take them to Atlas Cloud, because Atlas Cloud is where you're gonna go to basically use the video and the image models. This is literally the version of like an open Claude for video and images. Okay. What you do is you put a few dollars in the kitty, you know what I mean? You load it up. I've been running through them tokens and whatnot. You load it up. I usually give it about $10. If I have a project that I'm working on, if I have a client, I'll drop the 50 on them. Okay. But you know, you'll be surprised how far $5 or $10 will take you in this place. So basically, all this really you could say, yo, Hicksfield got all of these models and whatnot. I want to try them all out. But if you go on Hicksfield to do that, you're gonna burn through your tokens and whatnot. Now, look, huh?
ASAP too.
ASAP Rocky. So so when you come over to Atlas, though, as you can see, you're utilizing the top models and whatnot for 1 cent. This is spicy image to video, right? So you could do what they call uncensored pictures and whatnot. You know, you might want to have Donald Trump beheaded or something. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about? You might want to create graphic novel images and whatnot. Boom, 1 cent. Then you got Nano Banano, they're a little expensive and whatnot. You got this over here, Quinn is 6 cents. Once again, mostly all of the Chinese models are affordable, very affordable. Sea Dance or Sea Dream, which is a part of the Sea Dance family. They have a Laura, image to video Laura. They have image to audio. So you basically could upload an image and make it talk, right? So there it goes right here. So then you could click on these and then it will basically break it down. You know what I'm saying? This is like the filter system. You could filter it. So I clicked on image to image, text to video, image to video. So it's only going to show me 133 models. It is a Victoria's Secret show. It's 133 models on the stage. Yeah, this is one of those shows with the Victoria's Secret models. But yeah, here you go. Kling, OpenAI, Sea Dream, all of the models are here, right? So this is one of the best places to go to generate images, video, and all of that for the low. Then bring them over to Hicksfield when you're ready to make a movie or to do something like, you know, you said show an example. Somebody in the audience come up with a prompt real quick. Somebody in the audience just throw an idea, a prompt out, and I'll grab that prompt and I'll basically create something real quick for y'all.
Shout out to the UK.
Mandem. All right, text to image is going to be text to image. I'm going to go with Quinn, right? Now, one of the things that y'all have to do, you have to download every single picture that you get. This is not Hicksfield. It's not holding on to your pictures. Okay, this is a play box. This is a playground or a sandbox. Everything that it generates, as soon as you click on the next one, it's gonna erase it. You know, it's gonna erase it. Black cowboy. Okay, black cowboy. Let's go. Let's cook this up on some Beyonce shit, on some Tina Gumbo shit. Black cowboy eating Miss Tina's gumbo. Black cowboy at the Houston rodeo. He's wearing stylish leather outfit. His horse is all black with red hair. Now I could change the dimensions based off of social media. 16 by 9 is a YouTube thumbnail. 9 by 16 is Instagram. 4 by 3 is Facebook. I'm gonna go with 4 by 3. Boom. Click on run. Fast generation. These generate pretty fast. The GPU is pretty good over here at Atlas Cloud. And for 6 cents, there you go. What are we talking about? You see how it paid attention to everything that was asked. The Houston rodeo, the black leather, the horse with the red hair.
Yeah.
Okay.
That shit. That shit.
So if anybody say, I don't know how to use AI, all right, there you go. You see how easy that was? All I used was my imagination. Once again, I'm free. I'm free to think. I'm free to bring things out of my head into reality and whatnot. I'm free to quote unquote, just think. I'm free to imagine. I could create any world that I wanted. Nobody can call you crazy anymore, ladies and gentlemen. You are not crazy. I'm here to re-diagnose you. You're not crazy. You just draw outside the line. You just from the future. You know what I'm talking about? So
the future.
You just from the future. So now we have the tools that you could not only build your own world, but you could monetize your own reality. You could bring your these ideas, these voices, these thoughts, these pictures. You might be tapped into a future. You might be able to recall worlds from thousands of years ago. Why you not creating it though? I'm cool with the YouTube videos about y'all talking about it, but y'all images suck. Y'all don't have no images to go behind all of that real highfalutin, you know what I'm saying? All of that stuff that these channels be talking about with Nibiru. I need to see the images, man. What about the lasso? We said, what about the lasso tool?
The lasso tool.
That sounds more like a you could go over to Photoshop, because literally, if you know how to use Photoshop has incorporated all of this inside of it. Adobe Photoshop has AI, it has even Illustrator. You could go crazy with Adobe Premiere, Photoshop, Illustrator. You could edit the pictures inside. You could do a bunch of things. So that part. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I want to say thank you for your time.
Peace on their ass.
Yeah. We cooked on this one. It's a blurred holiday once again. We dropped the name of the app. Oh, let me drop it. It's called Atlas. Let me drop that in the jump.
Atlas. After Atlas, I'm gonna tell y'all one more time to pull up on Thursday, 4 p.m. so we can all get a walkthrough of going from idea to execution on information.
Yes. The name of the app is Atlas Cloud.
Yeah,
so make sure y'all check that out. After we pull up on Thursday to tap in with Spin, the next day on Friday, we are gonna have inside of the Imaginarium
Oops.
Our good brother, Original Black God, is going to be doing a special episode inside of the Imaginarium.
You gotta
So
be
anybody that basically wanted to level up
You can't miss
and
that.
learn how to do the film, that's where the God is going to be in the building. He's going to show us how to make. He's one of the premier AI filmmakers in our community. So Original Black God is going to be inside of the Imaginarium session, and he's going to break down how to take your ideas, your images, everything that you're creating right now on Atlas. When you get off of this show and you go to Atlas Cloud and you put $10 or 20 on your books, and you start cooking, and then you download it and put it into a folder, and then you go to Chat GPT or Claude and you give it an idea of a story that you want to create, and then you take a PDF and you upload it with the prompts. And let me see if I can't drop a PDF in here, so I would, but I can't. So the PDF will be available on SKOOL, but I literally got like 4 PDFs. I got a PDF for the Yay video that he did with Travis Scott. They already got the PDF for that with all the prompts. You could put yourself in that video and make it about you. It's so much, it's crazy. So yes, Original Black God on Friday, Imaginarium, Spin City, AI Masters on Thursday. So y'all gonna get this thing. Y'all gonna get this work. It's gonna keep going.
AI all April for sure. AAA. We back at it.
Yes. Somebody got in here late. It say that they just leaked Claude Code source. Yeah, we talked about it earlier and we dropped it. We dropped the course. We dropped the code inside of the chat for everybody to get. So if you scroll all the way back up to the top, you'll be able to see the code. Let me go and scroll up to the top and put it on the screen.
This is a gem right here. This is a gem within itself. We got to give them all them links in the description.
In the description,
yes. Today it's Hugging Face today. It's Open Router today. It's Answer the Public today. It's damn Google Studio today. So
what's the best app would you say to get all of the timestamps and everything? I know that I got one of those readers. What's that shit? With the one vidIQ. I got vidIQ, and I got the other I got TubeBuddy.
I don't even got goddamn. I need to put my TubeBuddy back on, but I only been using vidIQ.
Okay.
I don't know why I don't got the damn TubeBuddy on no more.
Okay, so this is it right here. I got this right off of X. This is Claude Code. This is Claude Code, source code, ladies and gentlemen. So you have access to the most powerful app in the world right now for free. And you can host it on your local computer. It's not connected to the cloud. It's not connected to their servers. You could do anything. And if you're a developer, you could fork it and then you can make it do some other things. You know what I'm talking about? Be creative, be responsible, of course, to all of my hackers out there. But yeah, you could turn this shit up. We might have to deal with this at the boot camp.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm gonna see if I can make that boot camp as well. I mean, I got some other stuff going on across the country, but if anything that I can put in to influence a little bit of the mindset of the coding language at the boot camp, then y'all just call me up or something.
Oh, for sure. I'll definitely let you know. Thank you for reminding me though. I need to play that commercial about the boot camp.
Oh yeah, then just call me Red.
Okay, definitely.
Do what we got to do on that.
Yeah, definitely. It's time to get in the kitchen. Yeah, man, but I like I said, man, we could show you better than we could tell y'all. We are getting together at the end of April. Is tomorrow the 1st. So on April 18th, in 18 more days, 19 more days, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be in North Carolina, locked in for 72 hours. No phones, no distractions, no social media, only work. All right. We'll be doing we'll be tapping into nature. We'll be off grid. We'll be tapping into nature. We'll be tapping into some plant-based foods and whatnot. We'll be working on our breathing. And then we're going to be working on Clawbot. This is a Clawbot boot camp.
You've been laid off. passed over or just tired of building somebody else's dream, listen close, because what's happening right now in AI is not a trend, it's a transfer of power, and the window is open. There is a new class of operator emerging. They're not coders, they're not corporations, they're the designers, the visionaries, the builders who finally have a machine that matches their imagination. It's called the Claw Bot, and it doesn't just generate ideas, it executes them autonomously, on command, while you sleep. The agentic AI boom is here. Agents that write, build, publish, automate, and operate without hand-holding. And the people learning to command them right now, they're the ones who are going to own the next 5 years, not the ones waiting for a job posting, not the ones watching from the sidelines, the builders, the ones who show up. That's why we built the OpenClaw 72-hour boot camp. 72 hours to go from zero to operator. You'll build your first Clawbot, deploy your first agentic workflow, and walk out with leverage you can monetize immediately. 3 days, real skills, no fluff. The revolution doesn't wait, neither should you. Link is live. Get in where you fit in. The evolution will be digitized.
Scan that QR code. Scan that QR code and you'll get access to the event, right? We have an FAQ up there. Any questions that you have, it will answer it. If you have any other questions, you can email me, or the email right there is the Mark 125th, or you can hit me on a DM on IG and whatnot. But definitely pull up, make this move, ladies and gentlemen. 72 hours is not a lot of commitment, but think about it. The type of dedication, the type of focusness that's needed to get our questions answered and to get right. Because when I send you home, you're going to be able to go home and put this shit to work immediately. This is called kinetic knowledge. You'll be ready to make moves. You'll be ready to be the master of your universe. Okay, so pull up and we got you. We'll be dealing with Claude with a D as well, but it's going to be focusing on OpenClaw. But yeah, it's just basically a boot camp to get us right. All right. So yeah. Clawbot. Right there in Fulton County, North Carolina. Driving distance for most of us. You don't got to get on a plane. And we also are going to be live streaming it as well. I'm assuming that in the live stream, you won't have access to every single thing that we'll be doing. It's going to be greater if you're there, but we do have to keep it open for the family that won't be able to make it. We have people from across the pond, overseas that are tapped in. So yeah, we'll have the live stream. It's available on the Eventbrite. And I look forward to seeing y'all in the building. All right. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let me just play this one video, then we're going to get out of here. The workshop is on Friday at 8 o'clock, the one with the original Black God. Let me put the QR code to sign up to that. We are in session number 9. We've been locking in with the Imaginarium all the way up into 9 different sessions. It's pretty lit over there. So definitely pull up. Even if you sign up for the Imaginarium workshop right now, you get access to all 8 of the sessions, all of the homework, all of the perks, everything that come with it. It's pretty loaded. So, you know, you'll get introduced, you'll get orientated, and then you'll also be on our SKOOL and whatnot. So let me throw the code up. Let me throw this up there. Yep. So give me 1 minute. Let me just throw this up there. That's the IG page. If y'all want to follow the IG, the Instagram page, just scan your QR code, scan your phone over that. Yeah. Yo. Scan your phone over that, and you'll have access to it. All right. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to end this episode, and we will see you on the next go around. You got a Thursday and you have a Friday appointment. So we'll see you then. All right. With that being said, you got any last words for them, Spin?
I was on mute. See y'all Thursday. See y'all Friday, man. It's been an excellent Techno Tuesday. I appreciate all the KT aliens coming outside. Everybody, all the citizens of Spin City. Again, man, peace to you. Peace to yours. Spin.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, y'all. Peace to the family. Y'all stay focused. All right. Get up with you. Get up with you. All right. Everybody stay focused. But just know that the future is here and it's pretty lit. All right. And they about to pay us in crypto. You done know. Let us go.
Pay us in crypto. Diamonds is dancing like they up in disco. You niggas in fist pump, you stay up that dip low. You niggas stay up and get low. Heard you way up in Frisco and you say what the heck so. Every player gets snipped out. Acting gay up in Cisco. Might take the day off and play up at Mistos, causing chaos and play up Calypso. I pause in kitchens and caused addictions. I pause prescriptions and cause inflictions. Lil Bixby playing in stores and bricks and on the dark web. You gotta pause every doors, cause encryption. Tesla engines, pause the pistons. I seen every floor I leave sore and listing. For that action, they sponsored the Bronson. They was hooked on that shit like Johnson and Johnson. That freeway, Ricky Ross, straight out of Compton, straight out of Bompton. Red on blue, violence in the land. The projection of the will, the perfection of the kill, the reflection of the pills. I'm a frontline soldier, I'm no doja. These crystals not from focus in crypto. Diamonds is dancing like they up in disco. You niggas in fist pump, you stay up that dip low. You niggas stay up and get low. Heard you way up in Frisco and you say what the heck so. Every player gets snipped down. Acting gay up in Cisco. Might take the day off and play up at Pistols, causing chaos and play up Calypso. Hickory dickory down. Hit a lick, put the sticky in the box. When the blicky get hot. Lick off a shot. Heavy in the pedal, we slip off a knot. Heavy in the ghetto, they crib walk a lot. Crib walk the crypto, lift off the stocks. Drips off the crystal and pots. Disco rods in the blocks on my chain from the crystal shop. In a light there, lift off the rock. Toe from the right chain on my block. White paint on my socks. White paint on my socks. Hickory dickory dock. Hit the lick, put the sticky in the box. When the blicky get hot. Lick off a shot, we lick off a shot. Pay us in crypto. Diamonds is dancing like they up in disco. You niggas in fist pump, you stay up that dip low. You niggas stay up and get low. Heard you way up in Frisco and you say what the heck so. Every player gets snipped down. Acting gay up in Cisco. Might take the day off and play up at Pistols, causing chaos and play